Hi Libra, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 2nd to the 8th of March. Let's begin. So your theme for the week here, Libra, is the Seven of Swords. So this is not a very pleasant energy here showing up this week for you. This is all about you basically noticing that there may be people around you that are trying to deceive you in some kind of way, lie to you, betray you in some kind of way, and you're having to take cunning actions here, or people will be trying to take cunning actions with you, but you have to take cunning actions as well to avoid conflict, to avoid regrets, to avoid you feeling upset. And you have clarity at this time, like you're able to see things very clearly. As you can see, he's looking, but I'm seeing this two of swords here as well. It's like you understanding that you have the clarity, you're not being avoidant, you're not, and this clarity for you is you not being avoidant towards anything, you not looking at things objectively, but actually looking at the heart of the situation or situations that you're experiencing here during this week, as well as um not being indecisive. And I think I said this here last week, but that you don't need to wait for people to give you a reason to dislike them. If somebody is giving you a funny feeling, you should trust that funny feeling. You don't need someone to then prove themselves that they are this person, because A, you waste time, and then two, something always gets ruined. Like straight off the bat, if you know something around you is not looking too good, is something that is a lie, something that is a deception, move away from it at this time. And the reason why you need to move away from it at this time is because these situations are going to put you into poverty. Whatever these situations are, whatever these deceptions are, they're trying to put you in a state of loss, energetic loss. You're at a point, is what I'd like to say, where things are starting to change for you. And you're aware of this. And this is a very physical energy where things are really changing for you. But by you engaging in whatever these things are, it's going to put you in a set state of poverty. This could be financial poverty, this could be energetically feeling perverse, like not having energy. This could be mentally as well, is what I'm seeing. And so this is a week where there's a lot going on. There is positivity here during the week, but you have to be mindful about who's around you and who's watching you, because not everyone that is around you and not everyone that is watching you is a friend, is someone that is thinking of your best interest. And so there could be people using nice words. I watched something, what was it, someone was saying something, it was Trax NYC, the jeweler, and he was saying something along the lines of like he got robbed or something like that. But he said, at least the guys that robbed me, they said, take off your chain. He said the people that rob you in this world, they smile in your face and they say, look what I'm doing for you, look what I'm doing for you. And this is the kind of vibe I'm getting here, is that people are like putting on a smiley face and trying to harm you at the same time. It's like, like almost like a crazy kind of energy of like, yeah, I'm getting this kind of crazy energy where people are just so jealous of you in some kind of way. It's just, they might be even just strangers, but it's just how you walk, how you live. People are so jealous of you for some reason. And so this is what it is. They want to put you in a state of loss, a state of feeling isolated from people, isolated from the world in some kind of way, by putting you, it's like a trap. They're trying to trap you in some kind of way. So just be wary of it. You have the power, you have the ability to navigate through this successfully, and walk away from anything that is trying to be conflicting with you. Like, you have the vision. Use your vision here during this week. It's going to be very important for you, this showing up as your theme. And it doesn't show up in the rest of the reading, to be honest. Well, actually, maybe a little bit. It does, actually. But it's your theme for the week. You can avoid a situation here this week. You can completely avoid it by just trusting your senses, trusting your feelings, particularly your feelings. Your feelings are going to tell you something's not right. In the Seven of Swords, this guy basically is the king's counselor, and he follows the prince, and the prince goes to speak to this peasant woman he's in love with, and he basically sneaks off and you know basically figures out that the prince is in love with the peasant woman. But rather than going back and telling the king that the prince is in love with her, he goes back to her and says she's a witch. She's poisoned him. She's given him some sort of potion or something, and he's gone crazy after her. She needs to be executed or whatever. So in the Eight of Swords, then which is the next card, they go and imprison her. But he changes the story. So it's the truth of the situation is something, but someone could be talking behind the scenes, behind your back, and showing a smiley face, like I said, and in front of your face, and saying, "Look what I'm doing for you. I'm very nice to you, aren't I?" But behind the scenes, there's a whole different story going on. This person is changing narratives, changing, what has happened basically, and I don't feel like it's something deep. I feel like it's something that you could or could not invest in. Like it's something that you have a choice at this time to invest into this or not invest into this, and your advice here is to walk away. Jumping into the week. It is actually quite a positive week. You're finding a lot more balance. You're finding a lot more unity with people, a lot more harmony. You are finding yourself meeting soulmates here during this week. You're meeting people that are very like-minded. You're feeling very harmonious, pardon me, in regards to these new people that are coming in. And so, but you do have to have that discernment at the same time with people and trust your feelings about someone. And so this week you are meeting some new people here, but you're feeling a lot more balanced and a lot more harmonious within your own life, within the direction you're going in. You feel unity, that your life is starting to come together. And so this is happening here for you as you're beginning to experience some kind of pleasure here, some kind of abundance. It's like you're very feeling extremely independent. You could be receiving some finances. Here's what I'm seeing. You could be seeing some new opportunities in regards to work. Yeah, it's some kind of new vista that you're on the horizon of. Just believe in yourself as you're moving forwards. Understand that you are still traveling from the old into the new, is what I'd like to say. And what that means is here's the Three of Wands. He's the wand maker, and he goes off on this grand journey to learn how to create wands and imbue them with magic. And he travels all over the land and seas, and he goes far and wide. And the Three of Wands is the marking of the end of that journey, where he's completed his learning and learned how to create these wands. And so he's at this point now where he fully understands himself. So this is you're experiencing this luxury. This is energetic, this is your energy. You're in this energy of luxury. You're in this energy of pleasure, because you now understand yourself more than you ever have. And you could be receiving money because of this. You're going into a new chapter in your life, and feeling very good. It's like you're now able to see where you're going. The trajectory is the word that's coming up into my mind. The trajectory of what is next for you, where you're headed. You're able to see things very clearly at this time, and you're able to plan for what you need to buy and what you don't need to buy, and like all of these kind of things, like the material things, you're able to figure out and walk away from anything that you don't need, anything that's a disappointment. This could be habits as well. So you're like really united within yourself of like doing things that are fully in alignment and experiencing some pleasure because of this. During this week you're experiencing luxury because you're quite literally in a new phase of your life, is what I'd like to say. And so you've done all the hard work, you've all done all the energetic work. Then now it's like physical results are manifesting here. But you do still need to have that discernment and walk away from anything that's disappointing, anything that's abandoning you. You still have to walk away and introspect and look at things, examine things whenever they come across your field of view. But during this week we also have the Five of Cups. So this is this energy for the whole week. So that's the good news. So this is that Seven of Swords energy. So you're experiencing some grief, some loneliness, and this is in regards to some kind of friendships here. Or people, or a work as a workplace situation, or friendships in general. People that you thought you clicked with, people that you thought had your back in some kind of way, people that you thought you were on the same page as. You're having some sort of grief, some sort of heartbreak here, some feeling quite lonely. Um, but you do need to realize that there's these two cups here. There's these two cups here. These new people are here. You're like looking at the old and saying, "Oh no, it spilt over. There was wine in there. Why? I put energy into that. I put emotion into this workplace, or these people. Why has it happened?" But at the same time, you have these two of cups here. You have these new things, but you're just not able to see them for whatever reason. You're not able to see these new things for what they are, which is exactly what you want. Your soulmate, basically, people that you're actually in harmony with, people that are actually allow you to feel more balanced, that allow you to be more feel good about yourself. These people or this workplace situation, whatever it is, these friends that you've had a falling out with, or these people that you're recognizing are the liars, deceivers, betrayers. I don't see it as a falling out, but you're recognizing them for what they are. This deception is just deceiving. They've just been deceiving you, betraying your trust. And maybe it's a workplace situation where you wanted a position, or you wanted a certain work schedule, and they were like, yeah, we'll do it for you, but it's never happened. It's all been talk. And at the same time, someone else or someone new has been brought into the company, and they've gotten that position or whatever, something like that has happened. Or if this is in friend groups, like they keep you out of the box, like they keep you out of the inner circle, like you know only so much, but you have to ask. You have to really ask to get information about anything, and you're starting to realize that you're being breadcrumbed. And that's what it is. You're realizing here during this week that whatever the situation is, whatever this Seven of Swords situation is, where you have to have this discernment about, and they've been trying to take cunning actions with you, trying to use you for your energy. They've been using your energy, quite literally. That's what's been going on, and putting you feeling like you're lost. Your loss that you're experiencing at this time, you feel like there's a lack of things. It's this situation where why things haven't fully manifested for you in your reality. You've been giving your energy away to a workplace situation or people, and these are people you're gonna know instantly. It's already in your mind. I'm reading your energy. It's in your mind already. You know who it is, as I'm saying this, and it's those people, and so. It's an energetic loss, and it leads to, money is energy, energy is money. And so the more energy you have, the more money you have. The less energy you have, the less money you have. And that's what's happened there. You've been sort of siphoned off. Your energy's been siphoned off here, by these people. And so you're gaining clarity here and moving away from it. So I'm going to leave your reading here. If you want to check out, I'm going to do the extended. If you want to check out the extended for this reading, it's going to be much longer than this one. And I'm going to go fully in depth. It's going to be on my Patreon. The link for my Patreon is in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.